Hey everyone, welcome back to the Lived Experiences Revealed. I'm Dr. Timia Ryan, and today we're diving into something I see happening all the time: how the stories we tell ourselves about success might actually be holding us back. You know that moment where you catch yourself saying you're not ready yet for that next big opportunity? And in fact, I've told myself that very same story. Sometimes we repeat it years after years, but here's something that can change everything. Let's unpack three powerful truths about success stories. Let's get into the success ceiling first. We all have this invisible line, a success ceiling, created by the stories we've inherited about what's possible for us. Maybe it sounds something like, people like me don't do that. Success is for the naturally gifted. Or, does it sound familiar? I need more credentials first. These stories create boundaries and limitations that we never consciously choose. I'll be real with you. I've had a success story that sounded something like this: I actually make things harder for myself just to feel like I was really earning it. Does that sound familiar? Let's talk about the permission gap. We talked a little bit about giving ourselves permission in the last episode. Here's what's fascinating about success: we often wait for permission that never needed to come from someone else. That means we're sitting on ideas we won't share, moves we won't make, or growth we won't claim. Because somewhere along the line, we accepted a story about needing external validation. Now, I want to talk to you about the identity lock. This is where it gets really interesting. When your current identity doesn't match your desired success, guess which one usually wins? Your identity every time. But here's the breakthrough: you can actually choose your identity first and let success naturally flow. All right, let's get into our exercise for today. This is called the Success Story Audit. I'd like for you to think of a goal that you're working toward. It could be any goal, it could be personal, it could be in your professional life. Just take a moment and reflect on that. And don't forget, you can always come back to this episode, pause, and rework through this exercise. Okay, so you're thinking of a goal that you're working toward. Next, I want you to complete this sentence: I can't achieve this because. I can't achieve this because. Now ask yourself, who told me this story? Finally, I want you to ask yourself this: what story would serve me better? So work through that success story audit. And like I said, please come back to this if you need time and space to reflect on the answers. So the game changer in this is that your success isn't waiting on more skills, more time, or more credentials. That's what we tell ourselves, right? That big picture is popping up again and it's got us stuck. What you're really waiting on is a new story. This is what usually trips people up: believing that the limitations are facts. And I'm going to talk about this a lot as we get to know one another, right? Challenging those questions and those limitations that we just believe and assume to be true. Waiting for permission and confusing your identity with your ability. That's a huge one right there. Remember that every success story started with someone choosing to believe a new story about what's possible for them. So we get caught in this comparison trap, right? Now, I love stories. And as I mentioned, stories can be inspiring. But when we start getting into that comparison trap, that really holds us back. We're so busy and so caught up looking on how that person did it. Why can't I? I should be able to do it too, right? Everybody started off at an origin point, okay? So you might see where they are now, and that's great motivation, but don't allow that to limit you. You have to believe what's possible for you. So I'd love for you to drop in the comments one success story you're ready to rewrite, what new story you're choosing to believe. Let's try to support each other in this growth. And remember that your success is not about your abilities, it's not about what you're capable of, it's about what you're willing to believe about yourself. So choose a story that serves where you're going, not where you've been. Stay tuned for more episodes of the Lived Experiences Revealed. Don't forget to subscribe to catch every revelation as it drops. Until then, remember your story, your success, your choice. See you all soon.